Hello everybody, welcome to my channel, The Real Super Sam. Today is a new top 5 best stories list, and I hope you enjoy. Black Cat is one of Spider-Man's greatest allies, a thief turned good, mostly. She has been in an off-again, on-again relationship with Spider-Man for decades. A lot of people compare her with Catwoman from the Batman mythos, and, yeah, that's fair, but I think she can be a much deeper character with her family history, and how much she's impacted Spider-Man and his world over her stories. This is a comic character who has gotten better over the years, and I think she is a very interesting character in the Spider-Man mythos. She has definitely become a very cool anti-hero. And finally, for the channel, it is here the top 5 best Black Cat stories. Number 5, Without Great Power, the Jonah Trade, War Garden. This was a 3-part story in The Amazing Spider-Man issues 341 to 343. This story has Peter Parker give up being Spider-Man, seemingly getting rid of his powers, and since he knows Felicia's attracted to Spider-Man and not his alter ego, he starts becoming more friendly with Felicia and her new boyfriend, which is Flash Thompson. Originally, she just started to date Flash to make Peter jealous, but things change. Black Cat takes on the Tarantula and the Scorpion, the latter who is hired to kill Spider-Man by Dr. Turner, the one who took Spidey's powers away. So, it's a new team-up between the two heroes, with Black Cat being the only one who can actually fight. This becomes a landmark moment for the Black Cat, but the older relationship she has with Spider-Man makes this a must-read for fans, as it shows that Spidey still cares about her. This is definitely a lesser-known tale. It has Amazing Spider-Man and Black Cat action and character, and it cemented her moving past her feelings for Spider-Man becoming friends with Peter and Mary Jane. Number 4, Let's Get Married. This was under the cover of Black Cat 2019, Annual 1. Spider-Man and the Black Cat are working together on a heist against the Maggia crime family, specifically to infiltrate their catacombs to find a key to access their bank accounts. They start this by pretending to get married. This is not a serious story, just a great night where Spidey and the Black Cat team up to hunt an organization. This stuff I like about it is the conversations between the two heroes and what makes them a great duo. I always thought these two are best together, and I love the time they were together for real in this spectacular Spider-Man comic series. This comic is very funny. I was surprised. It is also an amazing start to the 2019 Black Cat series. This is an example of a quick, fun story with the characters you know written well. Number 3, Nothing Can Stop the Rhino. This issue was in the Sensational Spider-Man Volume 2, issue 34. In the last issue, Rhino almost beat Spider-Man to death, and the Black Cat wants to take Alexei down for it. That night, she finds the Rhino drunk on a rampage. She slows him down and just wants to have a discussion with him, which Rhino accepts. This doesn't go down how you think it will, and it has Felicia being a straight-up superhero. A lot of this is a retelling from Felicia's perspective about her encounters with the Wallcrawler. There's a good comparison on how she saw him back then and how she does now. The end has Felicia convince Rhino to stop committing crimes for the night, places a tracker on him so the Punisher can take him down later, but it's very surprising how they almost get along. I find this a very nice Black Cat solo adventure with a good picture of her character in the 2000s. Number 2, But the Cat Came Back, Going Straight. In here, Black Cat made her third appearance ever across the Amazing Spider-Man issues 226 and 227. It opens up with the Black Cat escaping a mental hospital, faking to be put in their last issue or her last appearance because it's easier to break out of. Spider-Man later stops her and tries to apprehend her, but she says she stole a picture from the Maggia, then had a change of heart and wants to go straight to be with the Webhead. The two then break into a criminal party and take them all down for the police. They continue doing this together the next night. Long story short, she tries to manipulate Spider-Man into joining her in a life of crime and it doesn't work, leading to a bike chase and her apparent death. And this moment does shake up Spider-Man, and he too cared about her. One, the first girl he has had sort of a relationship with as Spider-Man and not Peter Parker. You see that Black Cat actually does love Spider-Man and enjoys her newfound freedom with him, but questions in nature sneaks up on her with doubts every now and then. So this is a really fun Black Cat story. Just look at these panels. Spider-Man quotes McJuggernuggets. Just kidding. What ails you? And there's a Superman reference in panel 4 on this page, and I'm assuming stuff, but does Spider-Man dress like a Jedi here for fun? This was the first time Spider-Man and the Black Cat ever really got serious as a relationship, and it was really well told. It was the best Black Cat story at the time. This really rocketed their relationship, and I think the perfect classic Black Cat issues. Number 1 is The Evil Domen. Probably the most well-known Spider-Man Black Cat story is the 6-issue comic series Spider-Man Black Cat, The Evil Domen. And it's well known for a good reason. It's spectacular. And here, Spidey and the Black Cat find themselves on the same case, and they have a good time together for the nights. And here, Felicia has just come back to New York and going after a guy, Mr. Brownstone, for doing some really bad things and not just drug dealing. I think the first half of the series is better than the last half. I know there was some craziness in publication. This story was published and it took over 4 years for the 6 issues to come out, but hey, Spidey and the Black Cat still really do like each other here, and there are those typical cat and mouse jokes. There's also appearances by Daredevil, Nightcrawler, and Scorpia. Also, this is the first appearance of the third Mysterio before he gets Quentin Beck's costume. But I'm sure you know there is more important things than Spider-Man in here. There's a guy named Clum, secretly a mutant who puts heroin into the Black Cat and knocks her out, and seemingly is going to, her. The next issue starts with the cat in Rikers and Clum dead. It's revealed that Clum had a younger brother, Francis, who is also a mutant with some form of teleportation. He breaks the Black Cat out of prison, being the man who saved her that night and he killed his older brother, Garrison Clum. Then there is a lot revealed in the last issue, making the Black Cat much, much better of a standalone character than ever before. I know this tale is controversial for more reasons than just the story, but for a Black Cat tale, compared to many others, this works as great representation of the character and comic books in general. It is a very unique tale in all of Marvel Comics. And finally, I got to share my top 5 best Black Cat stories. I really wanted to put the time Spider-Man and her were in a serious relationship, then she went to the Kingpin to get bad luck powers, that over time affected Spider-Man also, even when he was in the symbiote suit, and then that led to their breakup in Spectacular Spider-Man issue 100, but that is over a run of 25 issues, and that wouldn't really count as just a story to put on the list. Looking at Spider-Man and Black Cat's relationship together, I've always thought that realistically they would be better together than Pete and MJ or Felicia and the Puma. There are the top 5 Black Cat stories. I know this was another highly requested top 5 list for me to make. This was a list that I probably see my mind changing about the order time and time again, the most out of any top 5 stories list that I've made on this channel so far. But like always, I really hope you enjoyed, and have a good one.